Welcome to all. Today we will learn Linux basic commands. We will start with the ls command. So ls command is using for a list, okay, to list your files or directories. And if you want to take any help, command help and arguments, we can use a ls help. Here you will see argument related help. And if you want to see whole document, then you can use a man ls. So here you will get all docs with all these information, argument related information. What does mean by arguments? Suppose I'm using ls command and I'm using a -l. So here -l known as a arguments. Okay, so ls is the command. ls is the command. And if something is I'm using here in this part, either I'm using lrt or I can use any other arguments. So these known as the arguments. So first, let me show you. Let me run this command. So here I'm using a ls-l, or let me use ls here. So nothing is there. Let me go inside a /etc and here ls-l. So here you can see number of directories or number of files are showing here. Let me go inside a /temp here. Let me check here ls-l. Nothing is there here. Okay, let me go inside a var log ls-l. So right now I'm teaching you, ignore all the commands, just I'm teaching you right now today ls command first. Okay, so ls-l, I am using this argument -l. So -l argument is using to detail list. So it is the same as like right now I had used here before 1 minute back. For example, I'm opening any docs here, and now you can see I here view and details. I click on details. So same as like you are getting a more information, date modified, type. Here you are getting a type or size as well also. So same things as if we compare with the window, we are getting here ls-l here. So now here I will let you know the meanings now. This part is a permission part, but we don't discuss right now. We'll discuss when we will come in this lecture, permission part. Okay, hyphen here. So you can see hyphen known as a file here. D means if you find out a D means directory. If I find out a block, B means block file, where you will get block and character files under a /dev. Under /dev, you will find out there block and character files. So what is the difference between block and character files? So what is a block file and character files? Block files where we are storing our data. Storing, where not storing means where we are using for a read or write data. Where we are doing a read and write data using our like let's say hard disk drive. And character file is also say read and write a data. Read and write a data. What? Once. One means now it's a one time use only. Not let me control Z. What? I can say here once only. Once we have opened like example terminal session deb Pacido terminal session 0. So only one person can open this here, this terminal Pacido terminal PTS 0, and he can read and write there. Right now I have opened, it is a Pacido terminal session. If I can click on TTY, I can get like that deb PTS 0. So this terminal session will not provide to two people. Means simultaneously we can't do here read and write, and in hard disk simultaneously we can do a read and write operations. That is a difference between block files and character files here. And you have seen here L is known as a shortcut, as like it's same as like a desktop shortcut, soft link. Okay, so all these information we are getting in a ls-l, and here you will see size. Okay, so it's the same as like size, and we are getting a size and date and time, date and date and time. Okay, and here you will get a name of the file or directories. Okay, name of the file or directories. So we are getting this output, and we will learn the arguments now. We are main purpose to learn the arguments. It means right now I'm listing, means more details. Okay, so let me use it here. So I will show you arguments parallelly. So these are the arguments here, and here I will here. So here you can see a hyphen ls. If I just try with the ls only, you will see like that content. It's not in any details. And if I try with a ls hyphen l, r means reverse order. Now you can see the difference here. If I try with the ls hyphen l, now you can see it is in a order. Okay, w p l j f d b a a. So all these are in a reverse order. Okay, so by default it is a p b b d as a to z, and when I used by default it came as a to z. By default a to z naming convention. I'm talking about a naming. Start with the a b b d f naming. When I used a I, it make a reverse. Okay, now but we are not actually which commands we are using. A you have seen I'm using mostly lrt. T means time modification, L means list, R means reverse, T means time modification. Time modification. Okay, so here where is the T? Is a T. T is time modification. Okay, so if I did, so it will comes with the time modification, and that is mostly we are using this commands only. So now time modification which we have created last. So now July, August, and September. Okay, and if you want here you are able to see a size. This size is not ever readable, it's in a bytes. If you want to make a readable, then I need to use a h. H means human readable. Human readable sense means if is it in a kb, it will show in a kb. If it is in MB, it show in a MB, GB, petabyte, terabyte, whatever the size, or gigabyte. Okay, so it will show accordingly as a human readable. Let me make it here. Now you can see the size here. Okay, so 286K, it will show the size here. Okay, so and one more thing here. If I'm going to as a CD, and here you will see I'm not able to see anything here. Let me make a hyphen a. A means all hidden files and directories. So here dot represent it is a hidden files. Let's say is it a hidden file or directory? How can I recognize? Color schema is also there. LRT. Okay, so right now all are these are files here. So here you can see files only. So I will let you know these meanings also, but not right now. Later when I will come on the CD part. Okay, so here, so you will see dot dot. It means these are hidden files. Hidden files. And if you want to see a hidden directory, let me create a hidden directory here. Let me create a dot as such here. Now you can see lrt ls hyphen lrt. So let me use a because I created a hidden directory with a dot. Dot means hidden directory. Now I can see the blue color will show you. It means it is a directory. So if you want to see only directory size, let's say if I do ls-l and /etc, what it will do? It will show the content inside a directory. Mean to say under etc, whatever the content, you can see what you want. You don't want to see the content inside, just want to see a directory only. Then do it ls-ld. So D means directory here. It will show you directory. Okay, only directory here, and you can see the permissions here. So D means only using for a directory purpose. Okay, so let me show you some more information regarding a ls-l Jed. We'll discuss this. It is using for a Linux part. We'll discuss about a Jed later, but it is using for a security purpose. So here you will find out all these information. System underscore u object underscore r, all these. So right now we will not learn this part. We will know about this called a Linux context. Just inform context. Okay, Linux context. We have a separate lecture where we will learn about detail in this. We have a separate lecture file permission. We will learn that time in details. Okay, Linux. So -z is using to see your Linux context to security purpose. So all are these arguments we are using. So before start going to -i, which is more important, so we'll take a questions here. So now let's learn about a inode number. ls-l. I can show you -i. So let me go where I will find out some directories here, some file and directories here. Here, let me use a ls-li. So here you are able to see these are some inodes numbers. Here you're able to see. So first let's understand what is inode number. So let's understand the definition first. Inode is a data structure in a Unix style file system that described a file system object such as file or directories. Each inode store that attribute and disk block location of the object's data. File system object attributes may include metadata as well as owner and permission data. That's known as a inode number. So now let's understand as a layman also. This is a definition. So now let's understand as a layman how is it works. So here you are able to see these are the inodes number. Let me show you. I'm using a df command and -i command. So here our main file system is a slash here, and it's showing a overlay. Why it's showing a overlay? Why it's not showing a root? The reason is behind I'm using a container, Docker container. That was the reason showing a overlay. So don't be confused here. And it's right now I'm using a container, Docker container, and I have another here session here. If you see df space -i, so you can see here slash, and here you can see file system here. Okay, slash dev slash, it is a device path of your hard disk, and it's a /root file system. And let's see first here. Now I have opened two here. So now let's say inodes number, total inodes number, how many? This is something 524, I think 336, 52 lakh something. And how many inode numbers are used and how many free? 2% it is showing here. Okay. Now, if I see it in a df space -h, h means it will show me the size. It's the same as like my PC. Okay, so here you can see 10 GB is the total size of the disk here. 3.6 GB is used. It means if you see 36% is used, but inode number, it will show us a 2%. Okay, so now let's understand the inode number. How is it works here? So let's understand as a layman now. I have one book. And let us suppose this book having a 100 page, 1, 2, 3, up to 100 page. So let's assume these are inode number. Okay, these are inode. It is a block location of the disk. As a technically block location of the disk, where it will store metadata, your owner information, file information, file name, your time modification, time change, all the information I have stored here. So where it's stored? Inode number. So let's assume it is your book and pages are 1 to 100. Let us assume you wrote here some essay. You wrote some paragraph here. Paragraph. Let's say you wrote here some blog, some anything you can see, consider. Let's suppose after that you have not wrote anything. Okay, you make it empty. Did not wrote, make it empty. And on last page, you wrote something here. Let's say biography. Okay, now what you did it? You used all the pages. But here, have you used real capacity? No. Here, the empty here. But here you used and you say, my mom, my book is right now it is completed. Okay, I want to purchase a new book. So you have show the last. So what happened? Actually, on a real scenario, let's say if your inode numbers get full, C is a capacity. If this capacity is make to 100%, all page consider. So let's say here as example here, let's understand if 101 page I can create or not create, because this is a limit, not able to create. Okay, 101 page, right? Same here, 93 is a 92. I can't create a 93. So what happened? If you see the size, so on a one more here, so I have shown you here the size is here. So you can see the difference here. I have a 36% here. Here is it is a 2%. So it means it will make a full here. Let's assume, and here it's showing a 36% because you have not used it, and you are trying to create a new directory or new files using a touch command or using a make directory command. What it will say? It will say there is some storage issue. It will say file permission denied error, unable to create a directory. Okay, you are unable to create a directory. The reason is behind because inode numbers make a full. So what is the interview question? So how they will ask this question? They will ask you, let us suppose you want to create a new file or directory, but it giving us a permission denied. So what you will do? Then you will say, sir, I will check the size. He said, size is everything is okay. Size is showing a fine. Then what you will do? He will say, sir, I will check read and write operation. If this file system having a read or write access or not. He said, read also fine, write also fine. Then what would be the next? So you need to told here, you need to tell them, I will check inode number. I will check inode number. How you will check inode number? Using df space hyphen command. Df, suppose respective file system. Df space hyphen I file, for example, it is a slash here. In our example, let's take a slash here. Okay. So you will check the respective and find out, is it really full or not? Is it really full or not? Okay. So suppose if you find out it is 100%, what would be your next action? So we need to delete empty files